what do you guys have coming up now?
We have a step show coming up February the 7th at the Mickey Walker Community Center. That's in Elizabeth. And we will have steppers from all over the state of New Jersey. And actually, I think we have one step team coming from Ridgewood, New Jersey. My wife can tell you exactly where they're coming from.
Yes, what it is, we've been having stepping competitions for the past 8 years.
Okay.
In Elizabeth, as well as, in Union County as a whole, because we've taken it to different cities throughout Union County. And what it is a group of young people, it's 10 drill teams that will come together and compete for a prize. And our prize this year is $300 cash.
Wow.
And that's being donated from the Olympia Diner, which is in Elizabeth on Route 1 and 9, the Olympia Diner.
Oh, yes, yes.
But we have drill teams coming in from Burlington, New Jersey, from Paramus, from Trenton,
wow,
from Pleasantville, as far as Pleasantville, right outside of Atlantic City, Plainfield, and even Ridgewood, New York. Okay. So it's a very exciting time, and especially, and also Elizabeth. Elizabeth is definitely in the house.
Elizabeth is in the house.
It's in the house. But the good thing about it, it's a clean, fun competition where you have a couple hundred kids under one roof, one environment, and they're having fun. It's nice and peaceful, and it's a fun-filled day.
Wow. Now you guys have been in this thing for 13 years, and I'm sure you've seen some healing going on and things in the communities with the kids. And do the kids come back after going off to college or whatever, wherever they go to trade schools or whatever? Do they come back and thank you guys for the great work?
I tell you like this, yes they do. We do have some children that have come back after college. We have some kids that have graduated. For instance, we have a young lady at East Orange High School. She's a teacher, and what she has done is she runs workshops with our children that are in high school.
Okay.
Teaching them about what to expect in college, because she's doing extremely well. Her name is Nicole Cruz. But she's a dynamic young lady, and she's doing some great work. And she's an alumni of the United Youth of New Jersey. But we encourage them to come back. Because, see, my husband and I, we don't get paid for what we do. And we've been doing this for 13 years. God has been good to us. Okay. And what we ask our children is that they do in return the same thing that we're doing for them, we want them to do for someone else.
Amen.
No matter where they're at.
Yes.
You know, if they're not local, somewhere, somehow you reach out and help someone, because that's what we do. We're those surrogate parents for a lot of them that don't have that at home.
Now, so in other words, take the church outside of the structure and go out and build another street.
That's correct.
Taking it to the streets. Right?
Just like Jesus did. He walked among them. That's right.
You don't know me. I think it was the Dewey brothers that said, you don't know me, but I'm your brother. I was raised in this living hell. We're going to take this to the street.
That's right.
So there's nothing wrong with taking it to the street. I understand that right there. Now, how do you guys reach out to, and here recently, Church What's Happening Now, Town Talker Talk Show, we've been reaching out a lot to the foster parent and foster care things, industries and everything. How do you guys reach out to them? Do they bring their kids over to you guys and things of foster care, like diapers and things of that nature?
Right. Well, right now, we just recently met with an organization, the United Way.
Okay.
So hopefully we're looking forward to working with them. And I also spoke to a young lady today from, I believe her name is Kathy Harrison. She's from the she's from the Coalition for Homeless Children.
Okay.
So it's a very nice, from what I understand, it's a very nice community group that works with homeless children and families. And they're going to be coming down to our stepping competition.
Wow,
and
that's
we did
wonderful.
talk, and hopefully we'll be doing some work with her in the future.
Okay.
Because she seemed like she's doing a dynamic job. And a lot of our kids are matter of fact, over 99.9% of our kids are at-risk kids. They're from the inner city, and they need that additional help and guidance, which is what we give them.
And you guys give them something constructive to do. And
without a doubt.
And with the discipline that comes along with the training and stepping. And also, didn't you guys mention last time some kind of reading program that you had going on?
A literacy.
Literacy, yes.
Because what you have to do is, like, we offer a lot of programs.
Right.
We offer a lot of programs, and we do the academics with the reading, the science, but you also have to offer them something else to go along with that.
Okay.
You know, because if they bring up their grades, like, we travel a lot.
All right.
You know, we take them into New York, we go down to Wildwood, and we just, you know, Kingsburg, and we keep them very, very busy, but they have to keep their grades up.
Okay.
And the reading program, we received, I think, over 2,000 books from the Springfield Library.
Wow.
You know, we're at the process now where we got to kind of slow it down.
Yeah.
We're only in one room.
Right. And then they will book you to death, right?
And we're trying to get our kids to
Yeah.
read and do reports and stuff like that. And right now, what they're doing, the biggest project they're working on now is the restoration of the slave site, the slave grave in Rawway Cemetery, Ambo. And they're restoring her grave, and we're going to put up an interpretive sign that's going to give a history about Ambo.
Okay.
But she was born in 1747,
All right.
and she died in 1847.
In Elizabeth.
In
No, it's in
Rawway.
Rawway, in Union County, in Rawway, New
Okay,
Jersey.
Okay.
And she made that very clear on her headstone that she was of African descent.
Wow.
That's right.
Yeah, and
That's
she's
right.
from the
The
Hassan
daughters.
tribe
That's
Wow.
right.
in
She's the
Nigeria.
daughter.
Yes.
Wow. Amen.
So they've been
Amen.
working on that for 2 years, and the information they have found is.
Have y'all reached out to the Nigerian community at all and try to bring them in on this because
Well,
she is
actually, what's happening right now is me and my wife wrote a play.
okay.
And it's the Untold Journey, Ambo, the Untold Journey. And what we're doing is we have one of our advisors on our committee is Dr. Loretta Long. She's Susan from Sesame Street.
That's right.
Okay,
Susan
Okay,
from Sesame
and she
Street.
goes to Faith Fellowship, and she has some
Okay.
Nigerians from there, and she actually visits the Hassan tribe.
Okay.
So she's helping us with the wardrobe and stuff for
Okay.
the play.
All right.
So, and she's also teaching the kids about their, about the Hassan tribe and how they did things.
Let me ask you, how long would the play be?
The play is, what is it, about
The
45
play's about
minutes?
40, 45 minutes.
Okay. And I know what goes
Because
on.
it's through dance.
Right.
They're actually doing it through, there's a narrator that's going to talk about her journey, and then
Sure.
they're going to stop and they're going to do some praise dancing. It's a very dynamic and very emotional play.
And the story is being told, like my husband said, the story is being told through dance. And what we do, like my husband told you, the United Youth in New Jersey has a variety of programs, one of which is praise dancing.
Amen.
And Reverend Yvonne Smith-Larkin of Smith Funeral Home,
Sure.
she's the director of that
Smith's
program.
Funeral
Smith
Home?
Funeral Home in Elizabeth. It had burned down some years ago on Cherry Street,
Okay.
but now they're located, I believe, on West
East
Jersey,
Jersey.
on
East
East
Jersey.
or West Jersey,
All right.
in Elizabeth. But what it is that
I think I know her.
our young people, when they start to dance, it's amazing how God just uses these young people. And some of these kids have never been to church before they became a part of the United Youth in New Jersey.
Sure.
So they're being exposed to a variety of things. Like my husband stated, we have quite a few programs, but that's important. A lot of mistakes a lot of organizations make, especially youth organizations, is when they lock it down to one thing.
Sure,
If
sure,
you
right,
want to
exactly.
capture the
Exactly,
kids,
yeah.
keep their attention, you've got to give them a
Yes,
variety
yes.
of things to do.
Sure.
And we're
sure.
blessed in that respect, because when you have some that don't play the drums, they want to praise dance.
That's right.
You have some that don't want to praise dance, they want to step.
You're right,
And
right.
then you have some that'll do it all.
Right.
You know, as I hope you'll see on February 7th, if you come down to our stepping competition, we even have some children that created a modern dance. It's so creative because it's about 30 or 40 moves within that one song.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how talented these young people are and how they devote so much time to doing different things. Because every time we give them a challenge, they meet it.
Wow.
They meet it, and I love that
And
about
we
them.
have a stepper that is 3 years old.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
Matter of fact, he stole the show twice from us. But we
Marches.
did
Yes.
we did a fundraiser for Water for Africa.
Okay.
And once he got on stage, he stole the show. Then we was in Atlantic
Mm-hmm.
City marching for the Christmas parade. He stole the show for like a half an hour. We got stopped for some reason, and he just performed
kept going,
right along
kept
with the
going.
kids. Yeah,
And
it was
he's
unbelievable.
only 3 years
Only 3
old.
years
And what's so amazing about it is that, and that's why you can teach a child. I don't
Sure,
care
sure.
what
Oh,
they
yeah,
say
yeah, right.
about these children can't
Yeah.
learn. Oh,
Right,
yes,
right.
they can. Oh, yes, they can. The younger, the better.
Yes.
And
yes,
that's why
no
we
doubt.
try to capture them at a very
Well,
young
you know,
age.
evil coming. I remember picking myself up from literacy when I didn't do much reading in school and things of that nature. And, well, I had some crazy teachers. I'm not going to take all the blame. You know, I had too busy boxed in with Jim Crow. You know, I had to fight Jim Crow from them, knock Jim Crow out of them, so I couldn't really learn much from them. And I remember when I would do studies and I would just read, and people would come up, I mean, just from wherever and say some things like, you know, you reading, but are you comprehending? You know, like, well, if you ask me to remember and verbatimly everything that I just read, no, I'm not doing that, but give me some time, you know. And, you know, you got the devil always come up, don't he? I mean, you know, instead of giving me encouragement, it always was something to stop me. You know what I mean? But my mother had told me about this crooked horn devil already, that he would
that?
appear.
Yeah.
So I recognized when he appeared, and I continue to go on. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And things I read 10 years ago, I remember now. You know what I mean? So it's a
it.
good thing that you guys do believe in to reinvest in kids, because
Yes.